Welcome to the channel of Accelerating Physics. In this video, we are going to focus on some of the important points of electron optics, nuclear physics, and quantum mechanics. Now, first of all, we will see we have used this psi as a wave function in Schrodinger's time dependent as well as independent wave equation. So, we will see what is the physical significance of wave function psi. Now, initially, psi has no physical significance. Simply psi has no physical significance. But if we are going to take psi with some quantity, it has some significance. So, the first property of psi is it is single valued, continuous, and vanish at infinity. Psi into psi star equal to psi square, which gives the probability density, that is the probability of finding the electron in that orbit or in that space, we can say. So that is called as the probability density of that particular system. Now for the calculation of E by m, that is using Benbridge mass electron, or we can calculate by using the Thomson's method. When the magnetic field is applied, the electron beam undergoes circular path of radius r. The centripetal force acting on the electron is given by F equal to mv square upon r. So BeV equal to mv square upon r, and therefore BE by m equal to V upon B into r. Now the calculation of velocity also, the force due to electric field F equal to E into E. The force due to magnetic field F equal to B into E into V. When the two forces are equal, then EE equal to BeV. Hence, the velocity of the electron can be calculated equal to E upon B, where E is electric field and B is the magnetic field. Now, in Millikan's oil drop experiment, we have seen that how the charge on electron can be calculated by using the derivation. So Millikan's oil drop experiment was used to calculate the charge on single electron. This charge can be calculated by using the formula as Q equal to 6 pi eta upon E into 9 eta V1 divided by 2G into bracket rho minus sigma raised to 1 by 2 into V1 minus V2, where eta is called as coefficient of viscosity, E is the applied electric field, V1 is the initial velocity, V2 is the terminal velocity, rho is the density of the oil, and sigma is the density of the air. Now we have also seen Benbridge mass spectrograph. Now it is used to calculate the unknown mass of the particle, as well as it is also used to find the number of isotopes present for the element. So in this Benbridge mass spectrograph, we have seen that all the positive particles having same velocity of q by m will traverse a semicircular path of radius r. Hence, centripetal force equal to the magnetic force, that is mv square upon r equal to b dash into qv. Therefore, r equal to mv upon b dash into q. Here, b dash and v are constants. Therefore, r equal to km dash is the generalized equation of Benbridge mass spectrograph. We have also seen Geiger-Müller counter, which is the part of nuclear physics. This Geiger-Müller counter is used for the detection of beta and gamma rays using ionization effect. It is also used to detect radioactive rocks and minerals, or as a mineral collector, to check the environmental levels of radioactivity. For fire and police, initial determination of radiation risk can be detected by using GM counter. It is perhaps the world's best known radiation detector. This GM counter is best suitable in the region which is called as plateau region. Now this is shown in the diagram. As the voltage is increased, the number of impulses remains constant over a certain region known as plateau. This region is most suitable for GM counter. It is if the voltage is further increased above this region, continuous discharge will take place, so this is avoided. Now, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The statement is it is impossible to specify precisely and simultaneously the values of both members of particular pairs of physical variables that describe the behavior of an atomic system, or the order of magnitude of the product of uncertainties in the knowledge of two variables must be greater than or equal to h upon 2 pi. So if delta P is the uncertainty in momentum and delta X is the uncertainty in position, then delta P into delta X is greater than or equal to h upon 2 pi, where h is Planck's constant. Its value is 6.624 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second. We have also seen the most important thing, that is called as Schrodinger's wave equation, time dependent as well as time independent. Now we will see the applications once again. Schrodinger wave equation is the basis of wave mechanical model which helps in studying the structure of the atom, and as the name suggests, it shows all the wave-like properties of matter. To determine the wave function of a given particle and probabilities of processes, Schrodinger's wave equation is used. Now what is time independent wave equation? As the term t is not involved, therefore it is called as time independent wave equation. The equation is del square psi plus 8 pi square m divided by h square into E minus V into psi equal to 0, where E is the total energy and V is the potential energy. Whereas Schrodinger's time dependent wave equation can be given as h psi equal to E psi. Now these are the some important points. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you.